You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene.
From Los Angeles, California, and Maria Menounos, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. Spotlight On is a long-form interview series featuring actors and TV personalities. And now, from the world's number one TV after-show platform, this is AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On.
Hello, everybody. You are watching and listening to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight on Malese Jow.
Hey.
I'm Jason Ikeler, and Malese Jow is here. Now, let me just read off this list. Vampire Diaries, The Social Network, Desperate Housewives, Hannah Montana, iCarly, Wizards of Waverly Place, Unfabulous, Starcrossed. I could go on and on and on.
Breathe.
Phew. You've done a lot.
I've been around a long time, yes.
And now you're kind of making the transition into doing more music?
Yeah, I feel like I've done a lot in the acting realm.
Yeah.
Kind of grown up doing that. But now it's time for me to kind of let my own artistic abilities shine. I love singing and songwriting, so kind of starting that now.
Did you grow up in a musical family at all?
Not at all.
Oh, really?
I'm the only singer, the only musical one. I even bought my brother a guitar. I was like, please learn how to play. And he's like, meh.
It's all you.
It's all me, but that's okay.
When did you first sort of get the musical bug?
Oh my gosh, I had the musical bug long before the acting bug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a little girl in a high chair, like singing along to the radio, not even knowing really what I was singing, which could have been dangerous. Listening to Top 40. But yeah, it's always been there. So
when you moved out to LA when you were 9.
Yes.
Was it to do acting or singing or just kind of whatever?
Yeah, it was to try out the acting thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we came out for pilot season that year, and it just kind of stuck.
Never came back.
Yep, the rest is history. So now I'm 23 and still doing what I love.
That's crazy. So we're going to kind of go through your acting career a little bit.
Go for it.
So your first kind of major big gig was in 2004 with Unfabulous.
Yes.
With Emma Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? How did that role come about? That was just lots and lots of auditioning?
Goodness, lots of auditioning. People don't realize there's, 100 auditions before you book just one little thing.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how many I went through to finally book that one gig, and it was life-changing. I was 12 or 13,
okay.
So, being on Nickelodeon as a 13-year-old is like the ultimate
Oh, yeah, because that's what you're
dream.
watching.
I mean, come on now, yeah. So it was an amazing cast. Emma, all of them, we were like family. So instead of going to school 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, we'd be on set, and it was a different life, but it was amazing.
Do you ever feel like you sort of missed the whole like middle school and high school thing?
Kind of.
Okay.
But the trade-off, this is what I love doing, so I would have been, miserable.
Without it, yeah.
Exactly. So, and my sister's going to prom now, and my brothers, so I live vicariously through them. Yeah, but I've heard mixed things, like, oh, prom is overrated. Ah, that's okay.
I went a couple times. It's fine. It's not that great.
See, exactly, but being on a set
not
is
as cool
amazing.
as Nickelodeon.
Exactly. Getting slime.
Yeah.
Come on.
And so then you were on literally like every tween show, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, iCarly, Secret Life of the American Teenager. Mm-hmm. You kind of like grew up. As you grew up, the shows you were on grew up too.
Right, yeah.
It was a very
I feel
cool
like
transition.
I've been very lucky with kind of gracefully growing up in the business and doing things that, are appropriate for my age still.
Yeah.
And it's good.
And then you were part of the vampire craze.
I was.
Which is exciting. And
yeah.
Everyone wants you to come back to Vampire Diaries. We're getting tons of tweets still.
I know. It's crazy. I can't wait to tell my grandchildren about that one. Like,
yeah, because it's like a moment in pop culture.
I know. It's huge. It still is huge. But gosh, I was a part of that like when it was just the thing. And
the huge thing ever.
It was insane, but amazing.
So then Big Time Rush comes along, and that's kind of where you get to incorporate music into TV.
Yeah.
Were you a little worried that you might be pigeonholed? Because did you know you always eventually wanted to make an album?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I've been doing music my whole life. I stopped for a long time. I tried when I was like 16, But at that age, you're discovering yourself, and to put music in that as well, it's just now that I'm in my 20s, I'm more secure. I know who I am, and so I'm a writer, and it's easier now.
Do you think sometimes maybe people don't know the real you, and they'll find out in your music because of all the characters you played?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I finally get to shine as a person, and I get to show people what I'm all about and what moves me. So it's an exciting process.
Yeah, and I know you've kind of been balancing acting and singing now, and I know you see like the Mileys or the Demis where they kind of have to leave acting behind to focus on music. Are you worried you're going to have to do that?
It's a trade-off sometimes, but hey, look at also like the J-Los and stuff who make it work, and
they do it all.
There are some people, the Beyoncés of the world.
Hello.
Come on now.
There you go.
So there's definitely room to do multiple things, and I'm hoping that I can do that.
And when you're writing songs now, because I know the stuff I've heard is very like unplugged and folky.
Yeah.
When you go in the studio and work with the producer, are you going to kind of maintain that vibe, or you think of somebody like a Sia or a Katy Perry, where once they get in the studio, it turns into like pop music?
Well, I'm very influenced. I like everything.
Okay.
But I'm definitely more influenced by the country aspect, which is, very, very much highlights real instruments. And doing that whole thing. So once I start actually building my songs, it's definitely going to have more of that kind of feel. Less pop, more real, like country rock sort of thing.
Sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Who would you say right now is like your biggest musical inspiration?
Casey Musgraves.
Oh, I was going to say, that's kind of who you remind me of.
Casey Musgraves. She's amazing. I just saw the Crossroads with her and Katy Perry.
That was so good.
Amazing.
You should do one of those. Right? Your album. So would you say you're releasing like a country album?
It'll definitely have that feel.
Okay.
Not necessarily the
twangy part of it.
But I feel like my writing, I like being very vulnerable, very raw, as you'll see in the song later.
Yeah.
And it just inspires me a lot, and you're going to hear it no matter what. So
when you're going to write a song, is it you meet with somebody else, or do you play any instruments or anything?
I'm learning how to play guitar.
Okay.
It's a rocky road, but I'm getting there.
You'll get there.
I'm getting there. It totally depends. I mean, I personally love it when I'm just driving or cooking breakfast, and all of a sudden I get inspired with a song, and it takes 15 minutes to kind of like spit it all
together.
out. Yeah, I mean, that's what's so cool about music, is the process is different every single time. So it's always exciting. You never know what's going to come out, especially when you work with other people too. So you kind of get a little bit of everything.
Is there anybody that you can let us in on who you're working with?
Oh gosh, so right now it's all me. It's strictly all me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm working on my songs, and it's exciting.
And when did you sort of first get because everybody wants to sing when they're little.
Yeah.
When did you first get the songwriting bug?
Gosh, I wrote my first song when I was like 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was that
That can
kid,
be like a bonus track on the album.
Yeah. Oh, it was called like My Fantasy or something like that. It's super embarrassing.
Super deep.
Just talking about desserts and like roller coasters and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, it's been forever.
Is there anybody that you're dying to write with?
Casey Musgraves.
I'm kidding. She writes for other people, so that could actually be perfect.
She's amazing. Yeah, I love her writing. It's quirky, it's clever, but it's very real too. It's very grounded. So she's a huge inspiration. I'd love to sit with her and pick her brain and all of that.
And you've sort of gone under the radar as far as like paparazzi is concerned, and you've like lived a very normal life being on all these big shows. Are you worried now? Music is such a personal thing, and you start singing about boys, people want to know who it's about. Are you worried about that sort of thing?
What's cool about it being flipped like that is I kind of get to tell my side of the story first before people start dinging it up and coming up with their own things. I kind of get to tell the story, which is cool. I kind of have the power that way. But yeah, I've been very lucky to not have to deal with that yet.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, right?
It's scary. I can't even fathom that life, so I don't know.
Are you the type of songwriter where like a boy pisses you off, you go and you write a song, or you just kind of like can sit down and write a song?
Unfortunately, the more negative side of life, whether you're sad about something, mad, that's when the songs flow easier for me.
And those are the best songs too.
I know.
Nobody likes happy music.
Nobody likes happy music, and let's be real.
I know.
No, but yeah, it's really hard for me to write like upbeat, happy songs. So I'm definitely gearing towards the slow songs.
Okay, that's kind of perfect if you're going like the folky country.
Right,
route
exactly.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have plans once the album comes out to tour it and promote it, or is that going to be hard balancing with all the acting stuff?
Well, I have an amazing team, so hopefully we can balance it.
You can do it all?
Yeah, but I mean, with music, touring is the first thing that pops into mind.
Yeah.
I love entertaining, and I definitely don't want to skimp out on that, so that's something that I definitely want to do.
Is it hard to be, because obviously you're playing characters on stage, and when you're singing, it's such a vulnerable thing.
Right.
Is that different when you're approaching it?
As far as
how do you how do you approach that differently, because you kind of have to reveal you?
I feel like they're raw and vulnerable in different ways, like you're saying.
Yeah.
With acting, it's a very intimate experience, and you're given this character, and you kind of have to get to that place with the material that you're given. But when you're performing, you're right there with these people, and you're storytelling live in person, and you get that instant gratification, that you don't get on a set. People don't applaud you after every scene, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding.
They should.
They should.
We'll
My
follow
morale
you to set
would be
now.
so much better. No, but completely different, but the same in ways, because you really do have to dig deep, and you're out there for everyone to see. That's the life of an entertainer, whether you're acting or singing. So
are you signed right now, or are you working on that? Oh, so hello.
Hey.
Pick her up.
Free agent.
That's kind of exciting, though.
It's very exciting.
So you're going to make the music and then sort of.
Right.
Are you going to try to get picked up, or are you just going to do it?
Whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
But right now, I'm really enjoying the creative freedom and performing wherever I want, writing whatever I want, working with whoever I want. I'm actually performing at the Hotel Cafe on Friday.
I heard about that.
SoCal residents, if you can make it out, that'd be amazing. I'm performing with my boyfriend, who's very talented, Austin. You'll see him in a second. And
hello.
Hello. And
we get to see him on camera too.
I know, right? And a co-star of mine that was actually on Star-Crossed with me, Titus.
Okay.
We have an amazing set lined up, and hopefully people make it out.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And hotelcafe.com, I believe, is
Yes.
where you can get tickets.
You can get pre-sale tickets, or I'm pretty sure you can buy them at the door as well. But
that's such a fun venue too.
my gosh.
I think Casey Musgraves has performed there, so you're in her presence.
Right?
That's
Maybe
perfect.
she'll rub off on me. I'll just be touching the walls and stuff.
Just wherever she went.
Channel Casey.
She favorited my tweet once.
No way.
Yeah, it was
I'm
pretty. It was
kinda
pretty
jealous.
good. Do you think if you get signed in there, I'm always interested to see the process of this, because a lot of times they'll be like, you can have these 3 songs, but we're gonna have Ryan Tedder write 5 songs for you, and
Right.
Dr. Luke write these 5. Are you worried that's gonna happen?
I think that's what's cool about me having this time now. I'm really discovering myself, and I feel like I'm really going to stand my ground if that ever, if it ever comes to that. Because I am a songwriter, and I am confident in what I do. So, yeah, music is all about the personal journey, and like we were talking about, telling people your story. So I definitely want my fingerprint on whatever I do. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
So the music industry is kind of in a weird state right now.
Right.
If you weren't on all these shows where people knew you, would you ever try out for American Idol or The Voice or Rising Star now, any of those shows?
Yeah, I love The Voice. I feel like they've had lots of success with all the people that have been on that show. It is an interesting world that we live in, that the TV is married with the music and all of that. But that's what's cool, because when I was 16, before all of that stuff really started happening, American Idol was kind of lifting off. But they were like, you really need a platform, you need to have your own TV show, blah, blah, blah. But, this kind of wraps it up in a neat little package, and you get the TV exposure, and then the internet, and then the music as well. So it's just great. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's cool. So if you were going to go on tour, I know you're going to say Casey Musgraves. Besides Casey Musgraves, who would you like to tour with?
Well, like we were talking about, I'm a country fan,
Okay.
so I immediately think of like young hot country right now, which is the Dan and Shays, Hunter Hayes.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, it's something like that, but also like Rascal Flatts, Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, Blake Shelton.
There's so many.
So many.
So you are kind of doing like the Lucy Hale route then.
Kind of, yeah.
She's doing more country pop, I think, than
Right. More than, I'm kind of.
at least what I've heard from you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to surprise us.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
To be
Hopefully
determined. So you've been in the industry for a while now. I would always like to know what's the best advice you've received and what's the worst.
Ooh, the best. That's so deep. We just got
really deep.
All of a
Are you ready
sudden.
for that?
I kind of settled
It can be
into my
fun,
chair a little
too.
bit. The best advice, I mean, just, the encouragers that, tell me never to give up and be persistent, because it is true. You're going to get a lot of hard knocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten some real talk, it's going to be hard. And I appreciate that, though, because, it just kind of reminded me, because you have that moment of like, okay, can I do this? And it's like, yes, I can move forward and be persistent. So definitely that kind of advice. The worst advice? I don't know. I haven't had any bad advice, really.
I guess we don't know yet. To be
Yeah.
To be determined.
I'll let you know.
Okay. you come back in a year and you're like, oh my God, you gotta hear
There's
this.
this one guy.
Real asshole. So you're gonna play "Dear Lover" is the name of the song.
Yes.
Tell me about the song before we hear you play it.
Yes, Dear Lover, no one's
Ever heard it?
heard it
This
like
is
on
an
the
exclusive.
interwebs or anything like that. So it is an exclusive for
Perfect.
AfterBuzz. You should feel very,
I
very
do. I feel honored.
The song is called Dear Lover, and it kind of, I feel like love songs are very happy and sugary, and it's rainbows, and it's like, oh, I'm falling in love, it's great. But I've had the pleasure of falling in love for the first time recently, and this was during the time where it kind of got real, and you were just like, whoa, I'm in love, this is scary. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like that feeling of trying to grab on, and you're just like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but embracing it and all of that. So.
And then you have to sing it with the person you're falling in love with.
I
Correct?
do, yes. Yes, I do. The guy is here. So things are going great, guys.
So far, so good.
Love is awesome.
The couples that are in bands, I'm always like, so what happens when they piss you off? Then it's like, you have to sing about that to them.
I mean, that happens sometimes because, he's a musician, very talented, but we do get in little tiffs sometimes. But I feel like that's where the growth comes in. And, if things were amazing, that'd get kind of stale, right?
Then you have material for your second album.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial really quick, and then Malisa's going to perform Dear Lover.
Yes.
My name is Yvonne Saravia, and I am a home health aide. My credit score was very high. It was like 700 something. Then I had like a hiccup in my finances. Everything just crashed. But I don't crawl under a rock and cry. It takes baby steps to get back. So that's what I am doing.
With American Express Serve, you have a full-service prepaid account that helps you handle your money simply and affordably. There's no credit check. You can pay your bills online and reload cash for free at over 15,000 locations, all for $1 a month, and all backed by the 24/7 service of American Express. This is what membership is. This is what membership does.
Get started with an American Express Serve card at CVS Pharmacy or Family Dollar today. Terms and restrictions apply. Go to serve.com for more details.
Here is Malese Jow with Dear Lover.
Here we go. Dear lover, you've been so good to me. I'm falling asleep to your touch. That's calming me down again. I lost control in this crazy thing we're called love. Started out cool, I was fun and secure.
That's so good. We're going to reset for a second and then come right back with some fan questions.
Perfect.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.
I'm so sorry.
That was so good,
Thank
Malese.
you.
Oh my God. So, Dear Lover, are we going to be able to buy that anytime soon?
Hopefully, yeah. I need
Just
to get
put it on
recorded.
iTunes.
I know, right?
Or just replay this video over and over and over again. That was so
funny.
good.
Thank you.
So we have a couple fan questions.
Awesome.
The first one's from JenJen1523.
Hey, girl.
If Starcrossed gets picked up for season 2, will Julia come back?
Well, I have a sad moment for you guys right
think I know
now.
what this is.
Yeah, Starcrossed is very canceled.
Very, very canceled.
And not
There's a
coming
lot of
back for
people
a second
tweeting for this
season.
to come back, though.
No, fans are amazing though. I've seen petitions and all sorts of stuff, so they're very diehard. But I don't know. I don't know if that's possible.
To be determined.
To be determined.
Okay, this one's from @RedMass. What is your ultimate acting role and what's next?
Oh goodness. My ultimate acting role, you know, I'm just all about growth and stretching myself. I never want to become stagnant in what I'm doing. So I would love to get super dramatic or even do the opposite end of the spectrum and maybe do a comedy.
Okay.
I'm all about comedies. I love Bridesmaids.
That'd be good.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm all about that. And what's next is I have a Lifetime movie coming out.
Oh,
so I
hello.
guess, you know, we got super dramatic
Yeah.
there, of course. It's Lifetime. But it's called Presumed Dead in Paradise.
Oh, it sounds dramatic.
The title alone.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, I'm on an island the whole time, and I'm wanted dead.
Oh, that's scary.
So
when does that come out?
That comes out July 12th.
July 12th on
Yes,
Lifetime.
Yes.
That's kind of exciting.
Don't miss it. Yeah, it's very exciting.
This is from X Losing Faith. What are some of your favorite current TV shows?
Some of my favorite current TV. You'd kill me if I said The Bachelorette. So I'm
You
not
can
gonna
say it. We cover that here, so it's fine.
I love The Bachelorette. No, but I really feel like Netflix and Amazon, all those outlets are really killing the game. So I watch House of Cards, Orange is the New Black.
I'm
That's
obsessed.
the kind of TV that I like.
You should do a Netflix show.
Right? That'd be
Maybe
amazing.
put a little singing in it.
Something.
Glee 2.0, that'd be
Hey.
perfect. This is from, I'm going to screw this up, Malahat Fatima. Well, would you like to be an actual vampire in real life? I'm sure you've never been asked that before.
Oh my gosh, no, never. I mean, if anyone has the opportunity to be a vampire, wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. It's a little gross.
Oh.
Like the blood. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You're squeamish.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. I
But
don't know,
hey,
I think
if that's your thing.
I mean, it depends on what kind of vampire, though. I mean, if I turn into like the hot, sexy, sultry, mysterious vampire, then yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
There you go. So what else do you have coming up?
I'm going to Brazil in August.
For what?
To perform for people. I'm very excited
That's
about
very
that.
exciting.
Yeah, it's thanks to M2 Events and Media. They're bringing me out there, and I get to perform for a select group of people, and it's going to be awesome. It's for August 18th through the 20th.
Okay.
We're like finalizing all the details right now, but I'm very excited.
That's really cool.
Never been to Brazil, so I'm.
I haven't either.
Yeah, the fans.
Because you
are
have a
really
lot of
passionate.
fans
It's gonna
there
be-
too,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. No, I get tweets from there all the time, so it's about time I get to meet some of them face to face.
And then we talked about this before, but Hotel Cafe this Friday if
This
you're
Friday.
in LA.
Yes, from 9 to 11. I'm going on around 10-ish.
Okay.
So I hope to see
That's so
everyone there.
exciting.
Yeah.
So last question.
Yes.
5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully still doing this
Doing this?
exact
Okay.
thing. Living life, living the dream.
Making music,
making music,
TV,
making TV.
making movies.
Entertaining people. I live for it. So
I live for the applause.
I live for the applause.
Perfect. And what is your Twitter handle, your Instagram?
Yes.
Tell
Oh,
them where they can
goodness.
find you.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Twitter is twitter.com/exomalese.
Okay.
Instagram is @Malese Jow. And then my Facebook is just an official fan page.
Okay.
So you can just look up my name and I should be on there. And YouTube is also exomalese, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So there'll be music on those sites
Yes.
too for everybody listening
Yes.
and watching.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in today.
This was so fun.
This was so fun to hear you sing,
Thank
and I'll be at Hotel
you.
Cafe on Friday, and everybody
Yay.
listening should come as well for AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. I'm Jason Ikeler, and this has been Malese Jow.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.